and welcome to Bricks Tape. Today we're going to be reviewing LEGO Set 70320, Aaron Fox's Aero Striker V2, which costs about $30 and comes with 301 pieces, so the price per part is about 10 cents. And this is my first review of a LEGO set, so if it goes terribly, I encourage you to watch a better review by Jang Bricks. So the set comes with 2 instruction books, comes with this sticker sheet, which does have some really cool designs. My hands are a little shaky and I didn't want to put them on crooked, but I especially do like the green wolf stickers. Comes with 3 minifigures, which we'll look at right now. My favorite of the 3 minifigures has to be the Ash Attacker. He has a disc shooting crossbow, which does fire and gets immediately lost. I don't really use any of these features, but I still think they're pretty cool for kids who like to play with the sets. And as you can see, I left his wings a little different than they're supposed to be. They should be out to the side, and here they're kind of upside down, but I thought this made him look a bit more evil and menacing. Under the helmet, he has an angry face, and on the other side, he has another angry face. So, not a lot of emotional range in this character. He does have printed legs. He does have a print on the back side of himself. Next is the Aaron minifigure, which also has his own crossbow, and this is a bolt-firing crossbow. I thought these pieces right here are actually really good detail. You could even tie a little string on this to go between to make it look more realistic, but at least it gives the impression that that would be there. And we'll fire it this way so I don't lose that piece again. He's got a nice contoured helmet with a knight faceplate with an antenna on one side, and he's got kind of a chest armor slash backpack that holds one bolt on a clip, and I think at that rate they could have added another clip right here so he could carry another bolt. As it is, it looks kind of lopsided. So as you can see, he has one face with a medium disposition, I would say, and then he has sort of a cheerful face on the other side, and this face has a soul patch, whereas the other one, his mouth kind of makes it disappear. It's not my favorite face, but it's serviceable. This armor piece I like quite a bit. It has trans orange shoulders and it has a hole in the middle so that you can see the detail on his actual shirt, the little wolf right there. And he does have leg printing and he has back printing. And it all looks pretty good. Moving on, we have Lance Bot, Lance's robot assistant or companion or whatever, and it comes with a pretty old style sword. This would be, I don't know if it's exactly the same, but it's the same sort of sword they've been using in the castle sets since pretty much forever. And I do like his hat quite a bit. It's a well, I wouldn't know what kind of hat this is called, but it has sort of a feudal Japanese look to it, under which he has his little robot face, which has 2 prints, and I would say that I probably like the back print here a little more than the one I have on the front here. This is a little mild disposition, and I think I like just a little more expression overall. He has a nice wolf printed tile, and it's a 1x1 tile that comes off. The thing I don't like about this figure is these rubber arms. They get in the way a lot. They limit what you can put him in and what you can put on him. In fact, they mess up his helmet. So if you just lift his arms too much, his helmet will pop right up on his head, and it's super annoying, especially if you're posing him on the back of the model. You will have to raise your arms a little bit to get him to fit, but that will just cause his helmet to pop up. So one area I think they could improve is to make these smaller and possibly not rubber. On to the main model. Here's Aaron's Aero Striker, and I think it looks very nice. One thing I liked a lot is they made these engines or jet turbines out of kind of castle wall corner pieces. So if you want to take it apart and make a little structure with it, it won't be too hard since you at least get some walls. Now, this side has a rotating turret that does not actually fire. However, I think it looks amazing. One thing I wish they would have done is put a turntable piece right here so that when you're rotating it, it won't so easily fall off. And on the other side is where you put your crossbow, which takes a bolt. And I've already lost one bolt today, so I'll just stick this back in and not use it again. These two engines move up and down. This side has a trigger to where you can shoot these bolts. Now I'll show you, this Nexo power actually functions as a safety. So right now, this trigger is locked into place and I can't fire it, which is very helpful because if I don't engage the safety, anytime I touch this, if I have the bolt loaded, I'm probably going to actually accidentally shoot them and they'll get lost. Now, the handle for this is kind of small. If you have kid-size hands, it's probably great, but as for using this set as a crossbow, which I should have mentioned before, is that it does work as a crossbow. And so if you disengage this safety, and all you have to do is tilt it up a little bit, and the trigger will fall down, and then you can squeeze this trigger right here. Both of these bolts will come out. Now these bolts fire in succession, so if you give it a light squeeze, it will fire one bolt. And then if you squeeze it just a little bit harder, it'll fire the second one. And luckily those didn't go all the way across the room, so I still have those here. Now, it only came with 2 Nexo powers, which if you play the game for a $30 set, might seem a little cheap to you, but it comes with this, a rainfall thingy, and some kind of target. Now, I've never played the Lego Nexo Knights game, so to me these are just kind of like tiny trading cards, of which I don't really have any particular need for them. The design of this set, or the build, is incredibly stable. I've never picked it up and had it fall apart on me. The only thing that will happen a lot is, again, accidental squeezes of this trigger will easily lose your long bolts. So you can put your lance in the cockpit, and you can put your lance bot on the back here. Oh, sorry, I broke him. Hold on. you have to attach his feet to this thing right here, which is kind of iffy. And of course, his arms definitely want to go up so he can get some room, but I have them just high enough where his helmet won't pop up. This crossbow will turn, this turret will turn, and there's one other thing. You can launch the front part of this cockpit as if he were an arrow. So this clip will go into a piece kind of recessed here. And again, it doesn't fire, and it took me actually a while to realize that it does look like an arrow. And here you have your little arrowhead, which as far as arrowheads go is incredibly ornate, and I like it a lot. However, as a ship, as an auxiliary ship to round out your set, it's pretty decent to just okay in the back. There's obviously, the entire back is just one giant gap, and then the front looks amazing. Without him, well, it looks about the same, and it can be piloted by whoever you want to stick over here. You can stick the Aero into this little thing if you want, but if you want Aaron's bot to sit in the cockpit, well, he can't, but he can stand. What am I doing wrong? Oh yes, these flags need to be folded either up or down, or he'll get jammed. Set also came with a fair amount of extra pieces. I'm very happy when LEGO includes extras of things like this that would otherwise not make a matching set of two, because if I only had one of these tiles for an alternate build, it would just be a little less useful. So overall, I think this is a pretty good set. It's a pretty decent value, and if you get it, you will probably be pretty happy with it. This is my first review of a LEGO set, so if I missed anything important, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching my video. This is my first review of a LEGO set, so be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you.